He started in a garage and built something that changed the entire world forever. This is the story of the most relentless entrepreneur of our time. His name is Jeff Bezos, and this is how a quiet kid from New Mexico became one of the most powerful and unstoppable forces on the planet. He wasn't born rich, no empire, no shortcuts, just a curious mind that never stopped asking questions about absolutely everything around him. From a young age, he was obsessed with how things worked. He would take apart every device he could get his hands on, just to see what was inside. He turned his family garage into a science lab. Wires, tools, experiments everywhere. It was pure creative chaos, driven by unstoppable curiosity. At night, he stared at the stars and dreamed about the future. Even as a child, the vast mystery of space was already calling him towards something bigger. He built a brilliant career on Wall Street. Sharp mind, fast decisions, and a relentless drive that sent him rising rapidly through the ranks of finance. He was climbing fast, earning more than most people his age could ever imagine. A corner office, a massive salary, and a future most people dream of. Stable life, high salary, a prestigious corner office with a view of the Manhattan skyline. He had absolutely everything most people spend their whole lives chasing. But something felt wrong. He wasn't building anything of his own. He was just making money for someone else's company and someone else's vision. Then he saw the internet growing at an insane rate, thousands of % per year. And suddenly, everything clicked inside his mind. He realized this was the opportunity of a lifetime, and he knew deep down that he simply could not let it pass him by. So he made the hardest decision of his life. He walked away from everything he had built, took a deep breath, and never looked back. He quit. His boss said it was a terrible idea. His friends thought he was crazy. He didn't care what anyone thought. He left everything behind, the money, the title, the safety, and he drove west across the country toward the complete unknown. He started from zero, a new city, a new idea, and absolutely no guarantee that any of it would actually work. He chose books, because there were more books in the world than any single store could ever hold on its shelves. The idea was simple, an infinite bookstore that never closes, available to anyone, anywhere in the world, at any time. Amazon started in a tiny garage, cables everywhere, a cheap desk made from a door, and one man with a dream. No customers, no team, no investors. Just belief and an internet connection that linked him to the entire world. He worked around the clock. Late nights blurred into early mornings. He wrote every line of code and built the website himself. He packed orders with his own hands. Tape, cardboard, labels scattered across the garage floor. Every single box shipped personally. He drove packages to the post office every day. It was unglamorous, back-breaking work, but he did it anyway, without complaint. Then something incredible happened. The first orders started coming in from real customers, from everywhere, faster than he ever imagined. Sales came from all 50 states, then from dozens of countries around the world. The momentum was building fast and unstoppably. Orders kept growing every week. The garage wasn't big enough anymore. Things were getting very serious and very real. The team started growing. A small office replaced the garage. More talented people joined the mission every week, believing in the vision. Investors took notice. They saw the numbers and couldn't look away. Serious money started flowing in, and the operation scaled fast. Amazon went public in 1997. The financial world was watching closely, and when the stock opened, it absolutely exploded. Growth was insane. Revenue doubled every few months. Amazon was becoming an unstoppable force of nature that nobody could ignore. But then the crash came. The dot-com bubble burst, and internet companies worth billions completely disappeared overnight. Stocks collapsed. Fear spread everywhere. Experts went on television and declared that the entire internet era was finished. Headlines screamed, "Will Amazon survive?" Most experts and analysts believed the answer was no. Amazon's stock fell over 90%. Billions in value erased in months. Investors fled in absolute terror. The pressure was crushing. Employees left. Investors panicked. From every angle, it felt like the bitter end. But Jeff didn't stop. He didn't panic. He looked at the chaos around him and somehow saw pure opportunity. He adapted fast, cut costs ruthlessly, and refocused the entire company on what mattered most: the customer experience. Amazon became more than just a store. It transformed into an entire ecosystem of services, technology, and innovation. Warehouses, logistics, delivery networks. Amazon was building infrastructure that absolutely nobody else in the world had. Then came AWS, cloud computing. It seemed crazy at the time, but it changed the entire technology landscape forever. AWS became the invisible backbone of the internet, powering Netflix, NASA, and more than half the world's websites. Amazon dominated. Competitors faded. The company became one of the most powerful forces the world had ever seen. From books to everything: music, movies, groceries, devices, AI. Amazon was literally everywhere in people's lives. Connected services, a digital world built around one company. Hundreds of millions of customers relying on it every day. Jeff Bezos became the richest person alive, worth over $100 billion, a trillion-dollar empire built from nothing. Customers around the globe used Amazon every single day. It became a fundamental part of daily life itself. From a tiny garage with extension cords to a skyscraper empire that changed the course of human civilization. One man, one idea, and the relentless belief that anything is possible if you refuse to quit.